The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Jago Castro. Some 15 people, including a child, are confirmed dead following a fire that hit Barangay Tandansora in Quezon City. Joining us over the line for some updates is Shaila Francisco. Shaila, what do you have for us?
Yago, fire business was completely put out past 8 in the morning. The fire first reported around 5:30 a.m. only reached first alarm before it was declared under control after an hour. But workers who were staying in had a hard time going out as there is only one exit and the materials inside are also highly flammable. The printing and sewing shop was operating in a residential subdivision. The Bureau of Fire says the house isn't designed for a printing business as it needs a wider area and there are many divisions which could make a resident struggle to go out in an incident like this. The agency added the printing shop lacked permits, including mayor's permit and fire safety to operate. The Bureau of Fire has yet to determine the cause of the fire, but it started in an office in the first floor. Apart from the 15 dead, 3 survived the incident. They narrated they woke up when someone shouted that there was a fire and they struggled to go out. 2 survivors got out after jumping from the first floor. First part, the Quezon City LGU assured the families of victims that a proper investigation will be conducted to identify persons responsible for this. Jego?
Thanks for joining us, Shaila Francisco. Inflationary pressures in the Philippines remain to be one of the highest in Asia as food prices continue to rise. Nomura Global Markets Research said Manila ranks second when it comes to inflationary pressures in Asia with a score of 103.3. The Philippines is only second to Singapore, which has a score of 104. Nomura also notes that the Philippines is the only emerging market in Asia that still faces elevated risks to inflation. The think tank says Manila is more vulnerable to supply-side inflationary shocks. Higher prices are seen to drive headline inflation upward and widen the account deficit as Manila resorts to importation. The COMELEC suspends the COC filing for the barangay and SK elections in Metro Manila and the provinces of Abra and Ilocos Norte due to flooding. Work in COMELEC offices in these areas have been suspended as the enhanced habagat continues to trigger heavy rains. Because of this, the COC filing deadline in these places will be extended to 5 p.m. of September 3. So far, some 530 million aspirants have filed their COCs for the BSK polls in over 82 provinces. The elections will be held on October 30. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jago Castro. The Semiconductor and Electronics Industries in the Philippines Foundation expects electronics exports to be flat following a sharp decline in the first semester. SAPI cuts its growth forecast to 0 from the initial 5%. SAPI says, though, that it is hopeful for a recovery in the third and fourth quarters. SAPI data shows that total electronics exports dropped to $21.19 billion in the first half of the year. That's 7% lower than the $22.78 billion logged in the same period of last year. SAPI attributes the decline to geopolitical tensions, such as the trade war between the U.S. and China. The Bureau of Customs continues to conduct raids as part of their crackdown on rice smuggling and hoarding. And in their latest round of inspections, the BOC seized over 400 billion pesos worth of imported rice and palay in 4 warehouses in Balagtas, Bulacan. They believe the rice supplies have been stored in these warehouses in the last 3 months. House Speaker Martin Romualdez, who joined the inspection, says he wants to know who imported and hoarded the supplies in these warehouses. Romualdez warns that hoarding is economic sabotage and is non-bailable. The House Speaker suspects that hoarders are behind the rising prices of rice, which have reached up to 65 pesos per kilo in the metro.
So, yung dating sa atin, mukhang naiimbudo na maraming stocks parang hindi linalabas. Yung sa Maynila, sinasabi na wala daw supply. Hindi pala totoo, ang daming supply. Kaya doon sinasabi na tumataas kasi wala daw supply. So, may nag-iipit dito.
Owners of the 4 warehouses will be given 15 days to submit documents to prove that they are legally storing these rice supplies in their facilities. But for now, the warehouses will be temporarily shut down. 9 Filipino startups made it into Forbes Asia's 100 to Watch list. These are Edamama, a store that offers baby products and other goods, women's health clinic Kindred, food delivery service Craver's Canteen that touts over 1,000 food options and transparent nutrition breakdowns, financial technology firm Packworks, which helps sari-sari store owners manage inventory and communicate with suppliers, Peddler, which helps small businesses create an online storefront, Sarisuki, a Gokongwei-backed platform that connects local farms to customers, Shoppable Business, which verifies authenticity of designer goods, Sprout Solutions, which provides payroll automation, and online payments company Tanggap. This year's Forbes Asia 100 to Watch list features entities from 13 countries with categories ranging from biotechnology, healthcare, e-commerce, and finance. Forbes highlighted that startups across Asia continue to break new grounds despite a global drought in venture capital activity. And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Jago Castro. Join us again at 2 p.m. We are One News. All sides, all the time.